Je suis directeur marketing et consultant en automatisation marketing chez Incloud. Incloud, en fait, on est un partenaire Salesforce et on fait l'intégration de tous les outils Salesforce, que ce soit les CRM ou en ce moment beaucoup, parce que c'est vraiment très la tendance, les outils d'automatisation marketing. Et quand on parle d'outils d'automatisation marketing, il y a beaucoup de stratégies qui viennent derrière. Et l'account-based marketing, c'est une des stratégies qu'on peut mettre en place avec ces outils-là. Donc, c'est ce dont nous allons parler aujourd'hui. Are you ready for the fight? Because today is going to be the fight between lead generation and account-based marketing. Who's going to win? Well, we will see that at the end of the presentation. I take bets if you want. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a bookie. But anyway, the presentation today is going to be about understanding the difference between lead gen and account-based marketing. Why? Because us, marketers, we are pretty good at coming up with new buzzwords. And I think account-based marketing is one of them. So is it true? Is it really the best things, the best new things that you have to implement in your organization? I will try to demystify this a little bit. And is lead generation really KO? And you have to go to account-based marketing? Same thing. We will discuss this during the presentation. So then afterwards, we'll go deep into the account-based marketing approach, try to understand what it takes, how to get prepared, and at the end we will see who's the winner. All right. So let's get ready for the fight. On the right corner, you have lead generation. Okay, so lead generation, what does it do? Of course, if you came to the previous event that we did, we also did Marketing Cloud user group a month ago about lead generation. This is something pretty usual, pretty common for lead generation. But basically, what it is, you try to attract individual into your sales funnel. And hopefully, they will go down the funnel and be filtered and convert into an opportunity and into a customer. It can be applied in the B2B and in the B2C world. But basically, what it's important to understand is at the beginning, you make the acquisition of a lot of contacts, a lot of leads, and then you filter them to keep the ones that are interesting for your organization and the ones that really are interested in your solutions. Account-based marketing, on the other corner, it's different. It's totally it's the inverse. So basically, what it does, you start at the top with a few number of accounts, very few targets, and then you expand. Expanding means that you're going to get more contacts within the organization that you want to target. Then you're going to engage the conversation with them in a very personalized way. So you're going to use marketing automation to personalize your email. We're going to come back on this with Jeff and Steve. And then you try to find a champion within the organization. And this champion will help you to get even more influence within the account. So that's the principle. And Steve will go over those 4 steps right after my presentation. All right. So what's that noise about account-based marketing? A lot of people are talking about it. They are saying that it offers very good ROI, which is true. Why? It's because you're targeting really key accounts, and this account have the potential. And usually it is used in industry where it's very rewarding. So let's say you're really focusing on the customer that can the potential to give you very big opportunity. So that's why in general the ROI tend to be a little bit better. And what it's also good about, it's really good at nurturing leads and creating a good contact, a good relationship with your prospect. On the other hand, it seems like certain organizations have trouble to execute the plan. And some even say that, oh no, it's not applicable to me. to our organization. So we're going to see this. All right. So let's see what it takes to do account-based marketing. So when to apply account-based marketing. So the difference here, like I said, lead generation, you're targeting a lot of people, individuals. Account-based marketing, you're targeting very few accounts. This is really what matters. And then you're going to try to engage the conversation with them. But I think like account-based marketing also became so popular. It's because also we see it in our business, and especially in the tech world, the opportunities that we have with large organizations tend to be like more and more complex. Yesterday I did a presentation at a very large Quebec organization. I had like 10 people, 10 stakeholders around the table. Marketing people and IT people. And those two groups, they don't have the same needs. Really not. The questions were not the same. So you have to address the different needs, and even the behavior were not the same. So it's going like, so increasingly you have more and more stakeholders. So it's becoming a little bit more complex. And apparently like account-based marketing, it's well structured. It really helps you to, it's a nice strategy to help you through this complexity. So this is what it takes. So again, so you're targeting certain accounts, and it's very valuable. It offers very good ROI where you have a very complex situation and a very long sales cycle. Of course, like I forgot to mention that if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me and to ask any questions. So the collaboration between sales and marketing. We did an event that was in June, I think, about sales and marketing alignment. That was really in a B2B lead generation environment. But yeah, I have to say that for account-based marketing, it's even more important. Really, the involvement of marketing in account-based marketing doesn't stop when the opportunity has been created. So it continues right after. We had a situation, with Steve. A customer just asked you. We actually did a demo, and after the demo, the customer just asked for some comparison between Salesforce and another product. So it's good to have like that kind of content ready right after the demo to send them. So you see, like even at the demo stage, marketing is still present, and even it can be automated with marketing automation. So this is why like orchestrating that communication with sales is crucial. Sales will give you a lot of insight on the different stakeholders that you have around the table, what the kind of content they need, the different events that they are going through, like the end of the fiscal year of the customer, for example, things like this. And so you're creating a buying journey based on your account by stakeholders. And you're really trying to develop an intimate relationship with the people. So let's say you're sending some personalized emails. You see that people are responding to it, opening, clicking on the email, downloading the white paper. Then, okay, it's probably time to the sales guy to give them a call and just to chat and to try to introduce themselves. Then the marketing journey can continue, and if you see they continue to consume the content, then you can probably throw an event as something like very private, just an event for a big customer with the different stakeholders. That's the thing that you can do. But what's important also in the relationship between sales and marketing is the fact that marketing has to use the sales language. And in my experience, I had that experience previously. I remember I had one of my CEO, he was always asking me, okay, great, you had 70 people at the webinar. That's great. Okay, that's cool. But how many accounts? Oh, but 70 people. No, how many accounts? Okay, yeah, 10 accounts. How many new accounts? And per accounts, how many new contacts? So that's what really matters. The number of leads, the number of registration. I mean, for sales, it doesn't really matter. So basically, I'm going to come back on it, that all the metrics that you have, they are still relevant, but it's just that they have to be focused on the account. And so like I said, you have to really plan the content ahead with like certain events that your customer might go through. All right. So yeah, the content, super important. At first, when you try to understand like what is account-based marketing, and when you really understand it, you say, oh, okay, wow, I have to create tons of content. How am I going to do this? So it can be a little bit tricky or enormous at the beginning, but I think the key thing is really to first not to commit on too much campaign. That's the first thing. And the second thing also, you can recycle a lot of things. That's something that we do also in lead generation, but really like here it's even more important. Let's say right now I want to penetrate the national bank, but I did a campaign a few months ago about the financial industry. Okay, there are probably some content that I can recycle and personalize for the national bank, and reuse 50% of the content from that financial campaign. That's something that you can do. And another thing that is super important is the fact that everything has to be personalized. Steve will show you this. For example, what you can do, if you're familiar with product, you can use dynamic content within the email, but also within the landing page to just display the name of the company. That might help. There are things like this that you can do with marketing automation to help you personalize, to make your communication more impactful. All right? Now, of course, we are in Canada. So we have to be nice with people, and we don't have to spam them. So that's the thing. But I think it's a good thing. I mean, in general, like it's not a good marketing practice to spam people. But I think because of this, we are probably, compared to our colleagues from the States, a little bit more limited. Because there are things like downloading a list, or like, oh yeah, I just got a list from the trade show, and I've got hundreds of contacts from those companies. I'm going to put it in the CRM and blast everybody out. Well, unfortunately, that's not possible in Canada. So how do you know to get the contact you need? I think what we have to do is that we have to keep doing what we are doing. Inbound marketing, for example. Producing good content, trying to attract people, and when we notice that we have in that contact, in that leads, people that are part of certain organization, then we can reward them to a specific account-based marketing campaign. That's one way to do it. The other way to make the acquisition of contact might be, doing advertising on social media, for example. And Jeff will show you how to do this with some new Salesforce product, when you can actually target the people that you need, push them the content that you need, that you are allowed to do this, and try to convince them to stay with you, to subscribe to your newsletters, to follow you on social media. And then when they opt in, then you can start all your nurturing program, and even like specific account-based marketing programs. I just like everybody's familiar with the CASL, like what it means. You have to have the opt-in, so the explicit consent, but you have also the tacit consent. But the tacit consent, it's limited in the time, but the explicit consent, it's not. All right. So who's going to win then? You're there. It's the end of the fight. 12 rounds, I think. So this is my take on the account-based marketing and lead generation, or inbound marketing and account-based marketing. I think I already talked about it a little bit. I think what it takes is it's the same thing. Create good content, try to attract maximum of people, but sometimes you can have your lead generation campaign for specific accounts. For example, for us, this is what we do. Of course, we want to penetrate large organizations, but there are also tons of Salesforce organizations that we want, or smaller organizations that we want to do business with. So basically here, I have an inbound or lead generation path or campaign, and I have also specific campaigns, account-based marketing campaigns. But in my lead generation campaign, when I see a lead from a large organization that I have targeted, then the sales guy will be notified. The owner of this account will be notified automatically by the system, and then those leads will be rerouted to a specific campaign, a nurturing or by an automated campaign with partners, and we receive different sets of communication. So, key takeaways about account-based marketing before you go into the details into the practice and the execution with Steve. So I would say it's really, like I said, personalization is super important. It really has an impact. It's really makes the difference. It's not that complex, and really, believe me, don't make it too complex. Try to start small, baby step with a few accounts, and then try to increase the complexity a little bit. It takes some time to see benefits. Why? It's not wrong. It's the nature of the business. I told you, like account-based marketing, it's better for long sales cycle. So of course, it's going to take time to see results. But along the way, you will see some improvement. You will have some marketing metrics that will tell you that you are doing the right thing, like better open rates, better click rates, better conversion rates, those kind of things. So this is why you are going to have to pursue your efforts. It's not something new. What is new right now is the new capabilities offered by tools like CRM, marketing automation, that really help you to scale. And it's like I said, I don't think it really killed generation. I think like here we have a tie game. It's the same thing. It depends. It's just depending on if you really want to target large organization and only large organization. Okay, let's go to account-based marketing. But otherwise, like us, for example, we do both. So we have two different paths, and we do both at the same time.